I feel like you're attacking me. No. So just to explain,
Yes.
we renovated our property recently.
Yeah.
And that was one of the discussions. Are you overcapitalizing?
Yes.
And in my mind, my partner and I said, like, this is hopefully our forever home. We're not flipping it.
Yes.
We're not selling it.
Exactly.
I want to be as comfortable as possible.
Yes.
So should I be overcapitalizing by, I don't know, making our bathroom a bit bigger or whatever we did?
Yeah.
I was okay with that.
Yes.
But if you're going to be selling a property, you got to be thinking about that.
100%. So that's perfect, all good and well when it's your own home, and that's different. It's we did that. It's also on the channel. My wife and I.
I've watched it.
You've seen Project V. It's still ongoing. We haven't finished the house, but there, we went a bit. You're not thinking so much about, realizing, the value when you sell, kind of thing. Obviously, you always have that in mind, but I'm talking about from running a business perspective, and basically. It comes with experience. So what you renovate and what you put in that value needs to be realized when you sell.
Welcome back to another episode of Good Things with myself, Brent Lindeque, the Good Things guy. You're going to get tired of me saying this, but I'm excited about who I have on the show today. Steve Barron. If you haven't heard of him, he's flipping incredible. He's got a show called Flipping Joburg. Flipping Joburg? Flipping Johannesburg.
Flipping Johannesburg's the full name, yeah.
But it's Flipping Johannesburg, okay?
Yes.
And I'm excited to have you on the show because we go way back, I think, a couple of years.
Yes. Well, firstly, thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to meet you, and well done for what you've created. I mean, this brand is incredible.
Stop it. We're not here to speak about Good Things, guy. We're here to speak about Flipping Johannesburg. Steve went from being a chartered accountant. You're still a chartered accountant.
Yes.
He's still a chartered accountant, but not practicing, to flipping houses in Johannesburg. In 2022, I got a message from your brother. So you might know his brother as well. Daniel Barron, the singer, messaged me to go, listen, my brother is doing something incredible and his video has just hit 1 million views. Steve, let's start right at the beginning. And awesome. not of your life. Yeah. right at the beginning of this process.
Yes.
How did you get into flipping houses?
I didn't know what I wanted to do exactly after finishing school, but I wanted to I chose the best business degree, basically. But the property interest was always there. And it definitely stems from my dad, Arthur Barron, who runs a real estate agency company. And I think that's where I was exposed to property from young. And it was thanks to him when I got my first paycheck. He said, you need to start investing in property. And it was that direction that got me going. And I got hooked. Had a rental property, which tenants ruined. I then had to fix it up again with the idea of getting more tenants. And then decided, let me just put this on the market. And I made a decent profit because I purchased it at a decent price. And that was the start. After that experience, I was like, I love this whole thing. I love everything about it. Not just the renovating, but the whole deal making, the flip, everything. And then started from there.
So we started with the flipping, but then you thought about filming the experience and putting it up onto YouTube.
Absolutely. So the inspiration was the overseas flipping shows that we've seen. And I acquired this really big fixer-upper. And I thought, let me showcase what I do, just for fun. That was the thinking. And basically, I had that format in my mind, but with a difference. I wanted to focus on that before and after. Obviously, the journey, going in depth on all the elements of how we renovate and that, but that before and after, really like matching up the shots and making it cinematic and like a big production feel. And we did it and just put it out there. It was more to like showcase just to friends and family, this is what I do. And it caught a bit of a viral wave, overseas actually, in the US. And then that's how it hit that million views and then just spiraled from there.
What was it like moving into, because I mean, studying chartered accountant, now hands-on DIY, flipping houses, / content creator.
Yes.
What was it like moving into that space? Because all of a sudden, I don't know, people know you, they want more. You had to start producing.
Absolutely. It was a big change. let's just say that firstly. I was never someone who wanted to stay an accountant. A desk job was not for me. I'm someone who needs to be out there making things happen. So that was a natural step. But the filming side of things is an interesting one, because if I don't know, rewind 5-10 years, I never would have thought I'd be on camera on a daily, because I see myself as quite a reserved, I'm a shy person, but I mean, that's how life works. I'm in front of the camera and I've become more of a natural in front of it. And I've always had that creative side. So I think that's where it naturally just happened. I love coming up with, the cool shots, the ideas, content ideas for the brands that I work with. So it just all kind of worked. And I think that creative side is also why I'm good at what I do, because I most of the time come up with the designs on the houses, and I envision exactly what we're going to do, how we're going to change it, that side of things. Yeah.
So I'm not going to call myself a groupie, but I am. I love your videos, and I love YouTube algorithms, because once you engage with a certain content or a video or a person,
Yes.
it then shows me as soon as you upload stuff. So
Yes.
I've got like a thing that I do every single day, where I get to my desk in the morning and then I open up social media and I open up my emails. I've got different desktop for them. So social media, emails, and I open up my YouTube, because I'm like, what is trending? Is there something I could write about? Is there something interesting? So when your videos come up on my YouTube, I watch them immediately. It's
Awesome.
something that I want to see.
That's amazing.
And I love the fact that you speak about that you've created the designs yourself, because you can see it.
Yes.
My question is, it not an arduous task to take on a house and then flip it with the hope that you're going to have some profit at the end of this job?
That's a great question. Yes, it is stressful. It's hard work. And I started out small with me doing everything. So from finding the deal, putting everyone together, the whole thing. It's now at the point where I need assistance, and that's where the brand is growing. Where, for example, with project management, because I've got a lot of jobs, I wear a lot of hats on a daily. So I'm managing the site, but I'm managing partner relations, content, all of that. So yeah, it is tough, but it's very calculated. So it might seem like a risky business, but the way I do things is there's a few simple things to get right when it comes to this. You need to buy at the right price. So I think the most common mistake is people overpay for properties. They don't necessarily know they're overpaying because they don't know.
Well, you only know what you know.
Yeah, you maybe don't know the area well enough. For example, people spend too much on renovations, and they may not know as well that they're spending too much.
I feel like you're attacking me. No. So just to explain,
Yes.
we renovated our property recently, and that was one of the discussions. Are you overcapitalizing?
Yes.
And in my mind, my partner and I said, like, this is hopefully our forever home. We're not flipping it.
Yes.
We're not selling it.
Exactly.
I want to be as comfortable as possible.
Yes.
So should I be overcapitalizing by, I don't know, making our bathroom a bit bigger or whatever we did? I was okay with that.
Yes.
But if you're going to be selling a property, you got to be thinking about that.
100%. So that's perfect, all good and well when it's your own home, and that's different. It's we did that. It's also on the channel. My wife and I.
I've watched it.
You've seen Project V. It's still ongoing. We haven't finished the house, but there, we went a bit. You're not thinking so much about, realizing, the value when you sell, kind of thing. Obviously, you always have that in mind, but I'm talking about from running a business perspective, and basically, it comes with experience. So what you renovate and what you put in that value needs to be realized when you sell. And then I think what also then happens is people they've spent too much on the purchase, spent too much on the renovation. So then when it comes to listing, they listed at too high of a price, which is higher than market value. Then you don't kind of get that price, and you're not making. So there's a few things that you have to get right. And I mean, I'm at the point now where I know, certain areas, properties so well that I don't even have to run budgets. I look at it, I look at the size, the specs of the house in this area, and I've got a figure in my mind already, kind of thing.
Those are all great tips that we've been given, but I want to know from Steve how he gets the job done. You've changed.
As you can see, I've morphed into my day-to-day project manager attire.
And that leads into the perfect question. I want to know day to day how you get the work done, because you are very hands-on.
Yes, very hands-on. I think that's the magic with the content as well, because, I love showcasing what I do. There's DIY tips, there's Property 101 advice segments, and it's I'm able to do that because I'm hands-on. And it's really cool to showcase that for the local audience. It's relevant. Whatever we're doing, you can do yourself. You can buy those products in the stores,
including what you're wearing right now.
Exactly.
I'm
and that leads me on to my brands. And the channel has grown, and I've started working with brands. So for example, this is Curve Gear, so workwear for life, local company, but very stylish workwear, but it's very functional. Obviously it will stand the test of time. And yeah, it's just, they also got very cool lifestyle stuff, but it's stuff I would wear anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing with me with the brands. And I think, that the influencing side of things as a whole, I think it's important to work with brands that you kind of believe in.
Absolutely.
That you would kind of choose to work with or use, even if there wasn't an arrangement or a brand ambassadorship going.
Because that doesn't feel authentic. That is authentic.
It is authentic.
It is authentic.
And in this day and age with the influencer model becoming a big thing, as you know, I think we have a responsibility to do that, because you are influencing a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this is like obviously clothing, but another example, Saint-Gobain, you may have heard of them, big construction global company.
I did a talk for them.
Okay, so you
couple of years
do
ago,
know
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So under them is Gyprock, so you've heard of Rhinolight, skimming your ceilings, ABE waterproofing products, your Aerolite, Isover Aerolite, Weber Tylon stuff. So it's an absolute honor to be able to work with these brands, knowing it's absolute quality and products. But yeah, that's just an example. And then obviously I get to kind of, the house gets these amazing products in, but I get to showcase these brands. So it's a win-win for both of us. I get to do the renovation for lower cost.
I want to speak about the renovation because I want to understand, so how long, every project's different, obviously.
Yes.
But how long is, let's say, an average project from start to finish?
Okay.
And then there's a second question there. How many videos get out of that? How many videos do you get out of that?
Good question. So start to finish, do you mean starting the renovation and ending, or from like cash inflow to cash outflow?
The beginning. The beginning to the end.
It can be 8 months to a year. But the renovation is usually 3 to 4 months. And most of the time, the properties are medium-sized homes, not the high-end homes, because they're not conducive to a quick sell. When you go over the 4 million mark, it's a more discerning buyer. It's going to be on the market for longer. We want to be in and out as quick as possible. So we're looking at the sales price of between 2 to 3.5 generally. That's basically the ballpark there.
And then the video side, so we've got 8 months to a year
Yes.
that you're dedicating to this project.
Yes.
But how much content can you get out of that?
We've started doing like a series, so episodes. So generally it can be from like 5 to 6 or even up to 8 episodes. This is for YouTube. And then it's quite nice that because people follow the journey, as you know. But then there's the shorts. There's, Instagram, there's all of that good stuff.
I saw as well in 2025 that you added in little tidbits and advice. So it was like tips that you've added in, which was super, super cool for the viewer, that we could learn different things that you've learned along the journey that we could perhaps implement into our own projects.
Absolutely. And that was the start of a new kind of video series, Property 101. And that's what I was mentioning, where it's dedicated to DIY tips, Property 101s, and it's spontaneous. It's whatever I feel like I need to impart, whether it's something I've just kind of that's happened on site or it's a bit more planning. But so I think that's something moving forward is going to be more content like that, and that's where
I'm so excited.
the growth will be happening. Very exciting.
Steve, do you do one project at a time, or is there multiple?
Generally one at a time, but I need to be doing more for it to be viable.
Yeah.
And that's also part of the future plans. Yeah.
Oh, breaking. That was exclusive here.
Yeah. Watch the space.
Watch the space. There's more content coming.
Absolutely.
I want to know about your viewers and your followers and people that are invested in what you're doing.
Yes.
Have you found, or has anybody messaged you to say that you've inspired their own journey and that they've taken it forward?
Absolutely. And it's amazing to hear those messages and to, when people reach out. People are inspired by they want to start their flipping journey. But so many little things, like something that I don't even realize I'm giving advice on. I just speak about the tiles we chose in this room, or how we did this, or whatever. This is how we do things. And I get people saying, wow, that little thing changed my thinking. We've gone for that exact color. We've implemented that in that way. And it's very humbling, because I don't even know that it's helping people that much. So it's very profound. Yeah.
Well, I think the reality is that in the time that you've been doing this, you've gained skills that other people might not have, or they haven't tapped into yet. So even if it's there, they just haven't knocked on that door.
Yes.
And you're igniting a fire. I'm talking for myself here, as the groupie that I am. You've ignited a fire into thinking differently and looking at renovation differently. And maybe even someone starting a business, that they could do it themselves. It is possible.
Absolutely. And it goes back to, I think I didn't have a construction background, and I think I pushed and worked harder because of that. I wanted to be upskilled, and I'm learning on a daily. And one thing that I feel is a differentiator with how I do things and my brand, my people I work with, is quality is everything. Integrity in business. It's full transparency. Everything's out there. And it's really liberating and freeing, because it's the only way to do things, I believe. I'm still involved after the property's been sold. I meet the buyers. So it's just a point that I think we need more of that, especially in the industry. Renovations, contractors don't have a great name.
Shame. It is sad. My contractor's fantastic.
Yes.
But it does sometimes happen where contractors just don't get the best rep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about one of the toughest things that you've been through in the last 3-4 years when it comes to renovation. Like a stuff up. Let's talk real.
This is an interesting one. We had a situation where this just comes to mind because it's recent, and it's actually going to be on the next video.
Oh, another exclusive.
Yeah. And that goes to, I also want to show the real problems that we encounter on site. But basically, we did a patio roof build on Project W, and we used IBR roof sheeting, and we obviously painted the roof as a whole. I went for a terracotta color. Quite near the end of the renovation, where we're kind of finalizing, little finishings, we're cleaning. One of my guys actually spotted the paint flaking off on this roof. And it's the worst thing, because it's like we've gone through the motions to make sure this is done correctly, and it was baffling for me. And with research and chatting to industry experts and checking out what we did, we think that the IBR sheeting comes from factory with a bit of like a waxy seal on, which you clean. But if there was any bit of residue on that, the primers and top coats won't adhere. So those little things where it's like near the end of the renovation, now we have to pressure wash this down. We have to redo the whole thing. But I've learned over the years, I don't get too stressed out about that, because we sort it out, we fix it, and we learn. We move forward.
There's a great lesson there. It's going to happen. Things are going to happen. You got to get through it. And
Snags
make
list.
It work.
Yeah.
Make it work. What is one of the best experiences or memories over the last couple of years on this journey?
Yeah, there's a few things. So that whole celeb thing, I'm not someone who's interested in fame, but I get stopped all the time. In malls.
Do people ask you for advice? Like in the middle of a shopping center?
People run, but everyone is so amazing. But like when it first happened, I told my family and they didn't believe it. Then it started happening when I was with them and friends, and it was just absolutely amazing. The other thing, so hitting 1 million views was massive, because it just made me realize that I can do something with the content side of things. It's possible to turn this into a brand.
Yeah.
And then another massive milestone was hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. You get sent the silver plaque.
Stop it.
Yeah, and I've actually done a video where I unbox that, and I give a bit of a brief story about my journey up to that point, but that's on my wall in my study. So that was a big one. Then it motivates you.
Taylor's mouth is hanging wide open there in the background. She's very, shocked, excited, in awe. In awe. That's the correct word. So just that's such a lacquer goal to work towards. Even though I speak about this often. If you have 100 followers, that's huge.
Yeah.
Imagine sitting around. I say this, and I'm going to repeat myself. Imagine sitting at a table with 5 people, and 5 people are listening to you. That's big. But to have 100,000 people that are invested in you, and that's amazing.
There's no words. Yeah, it motivates me for the next milestone of like, I mean, 1 million, I think, is the next award they send you.
Yeah.
But no, it's amazing for me, especially coming from, naturally I'm quite reserved, so I won't be the person in the room that's dominating the conversation kind of thing. So to have an audience that really listens to me and values what I'm speaking about is cool, really cool.
So Steve, your content is absolutely exceptional, and to have come across it thanks to your brother in 2022 and to have followed your journey and written about it over all the years has just been so beautiful for me to be on the peripheral. It's been really cool. I really dig your content. I have a quirky question.
Yes.
The naming of the properties.
Yes.
It's the alphabets, but you didn't start at A, and it doesn't make any sense to me. So is there a story behind
I knew
it?
you were going to ask this, and I get asked it a lot, and it's a bit of a secret, and I'm not going to reveal it yet.
I'm not going to push you.
Yeah.
But so that's where we're going to leave it. It's a secret.
It's a secret. Maybe one day we'll reveal it,
Okay.
but there is something to it. It's not random. Let me put
Okay,
it
it's
that
not
way.
random.
It's not random. And it's not alphabetical in order.
No, well, that's the point. So it's like the H, W. It's just popping out of
Project W, where's Project B kind of thing. That's what I get. Like, I think I've done 26 projects or whatever. But there is a story behind it.
What a magical journey, and I can't wait to
you.
see the content grow and to see
thank
more
you.
of the projects that you're doing.
Thank you.
If I could ask you to leave one tip for all of our viewers and our listeners when it comes, you've already given us plenty. There's
Yes.
a whole. I mean, if people have been writing stuff down, this is a masterclass. But if you could give one tip when it comes to flipping a house, not just flipping Johannesburg, but maybe you're in Cape Town or Pretoria or Bloomies, I don't know.
Yeah.
One tip.
Okay, let me give this some thought because it's one tip. I would say what comes to mind is do your research. So don't jump into anything. Feed off experts. Make sure on your numbers, all of that, because it's a big investment. You want to be sure. Always build in those contingencies, with the numbers, because there's market conditions. There's things out of your control. So I think that's the advice I can give. And also, sometimes just start. Just take a step. It's overwhelming if you look at everything and I don't know how to get into it. Just take a step, and that's what I did. I ended up meeting an investor. That's how it all started. So, just start. And positive mindset, you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
So I think there was like 5 tips there, and I hope you were writing them all down. Steve, if someone hasn't heard about you, or this is their first time coming across you,
Yes.
and they really want to follow you and see the work you're doing, and go catch up on all, please
Yes.
catch up on all the videos because they are fantastic. Where do they go?
Flipping Johannesburg on YouTube. YouTube is the main platform, but also Instagram, I'd say, is second to that, where you can follow pretty much the day-to-day with stories. My email address, steve@flippingjohannesburg.co.za. If you guys have got any properties or know of someone that's got a property that needs to be purchased, that's dilapidated, reach out to me. And one more thing is there's big plans going forward, content-wise. And I've got so many ideas. Currently my production is funded by me. And I think to truly grow and to get it out there everywhere, that's where I need to work with someone. I dream of the Netflix, the Amazon, that sort of thing. So, maybe that can happen in the future. I've got big ideas, and that would be the dream going forward. Yeah.
The team are busy clapping. I don't know. They do this thing. It's am I doing it wrong? I'm doing it wrong. I don't know how to do it, but they're all clapping for you. And I'm sure all of our viewers and listeners are as well. It's been absolutely phenomenal sitting down with you. Like I said, I'm excited to see where this grows and goes. And hopefully there is a Netflix or an Amazon or someone watching right now. Even if it is just someone who knows of someone who can pass on this message, it would be great to see this content not only live in social media, but be on these streaming platforms
Absolutely.
as well.
Thank you very much. It's been amazing chatting.
Wow,
And,
Rad! What a
enjoyed
great
it a
day!
lot.
And I love the outfit change.
Thanks. Something unique.
Incredible. You can catch up with all the other interviews of all the other incredible South Africans that we have on this podcast while we work our way to 100,000 subscribers. That is our goal now. I want we'll put the trophy here when we get it. It's been an awesome episode. Like I say every week, wishing you only good things. Okay, love you, bye.